Good day everyone, welcome to our lesson, and for today's lesson we will be discussing about the grapevine communication. And when we say grapevine communication, this is an organized and an official channel of communication in an organization. It is characterized between superiors and employees which do not follow any prescribed structure. So this happens when formal channel fails to work, and some members of the organization spread rumors and false information. So this vine communication spreads rapidly and it touches every person linked in the organization. Under the grapevine communication, we have four common types. First is the will. In this type of grapevine communication, one is predominant and he transmits the information to different persons or groups. So this person is the center of the communication and become the spokes of the will. Number 2 is cluster. It has a several group of people linked together by a cluster or chain of communication. This is passing of information by group or by clusters. Let's say for example, here in our school we have senior high school department, College of Engineering and Aircraft Technology department, College of Aviation. So those are examples of groups or cluster. So in a cluster, there are a group of people linked together. Information passes from cluster or by department to another department. For example, an information is being passed by the senior high school department to the College of Engineering and Aircraft Technology. As they receive the information, College of Engineering and Aircraft Technology will pass this information to another department or cluster, which is the College of Aviation. And that is how the cluster works, a passing of information by a group of people linked together or by a cluster. Third is the chain. Chain is the most common pattern in which information passes through a series of people linked together in an organization. So this is being passed individually. And let's say for example, inside the organization, in the senior high school department, we have Ma'am Del, we have Ma'am Gladys, we have Ma'am Jaisa, we have Sir Deemer, we have Ma'am Jem, we have Ma'am Jasmine, we have Sir Domingo and Sir Christian, and also me. The chain works this way. Since we are in one organization and cluster, Ma'am Del will be giving an information or announcement, and she asked Ma'am Gladys to disseminate this information to us, and she delivered it in a wrong way. So the message was being sent to Ma'am Jemima, then sent to Ma'am Jaisa, sent to Sir Domingo, sent to me, sent to Sir Christian, and sent to Ma'am Jasmine. So, as the information is being sent, the information was being added and being deducted. That is not really included to what Ma'am Del wants us to know. Alright, so from the word chain, it is the passing of information from one person to another. And lastly, we have the free flow. So most rumors or idle gossip spread through an haphazard network. It includes a number of people who are not necessarily involved or included in an organization. For example, there is an exclusive announcement that was being announced to the senior high school teacher. So Ma'am Del passes this information to us, and eventually one teacher passes the information to her friend, and that will be the time that this information is being spread to other people who are not involved in an organization. This kind of grapevine communication is kinda alarming because what if the information is confidential and it is being passed to a person who is not a member of the company or an organization? There will be an issue in the future if that happens. Alright, so another example, let's say for example, I have given you an information or announcement that is exclusive only for grade 12 students. And what happened is that one of your classmates told the information that I have said to the grade 11 student. What will happen is that grade 11 student who received the information will tell this to his or her classmates, which is also a grade 11 student. So that's how free flow works. Now let's talk about the communication process or the communication loop. So let's check the process of communication. The speaker generates an idea, and after that, the speaker encodes an idea or converts the idea into words or actions. Next, the speaker transmits or sends out a message. The receiver decodes or interprets the message based on the context, and the receiver gets the message. And finally, the receiver sends or provides feedback. Now let's talk about the factors that journalists should practice. First is organizing knowledge. It is making chaotic information organized and comprehensible. So in every article that the journalists do, they are making sure that they are providing organized information to avoid confusion to the readers or to the citizen. Next factor is truthfulness. In media, it is important that the sources of informations are clearly stated so that citizens can judge relevance, reliability, and potential biases. So media should not cover any information or should not hide any information that the citizen needs to know or that the people needs to know. By delivering a truthful information to the viewers or to the citizen, this will enable the citizen to know what is really happening in a specific country or in a specific issue. It is unacceptable to provide information known to be false. By delivering wrong information, it will give the citizen a wrong impression or a negative impression to you as a journalist. So it is important to know both sides of the story where it exists. So without this factor, false information might be easily spread into different platforms of media. Journalists can do much to further the public interest by equipping the citizen of information that they need to know. So as journalists, you should also think of other information aside from the current events that the citizens really need in order for them to engage on the article. Next factor is independence. So in every debatable issue, there is a different point of views or opinions coming from this citizen. So you as a journalist, make sure to examine those biases or examine both sides. So example is by discussing where they both agree and disagree. And you, of course, as a journalist, you should show independent thinking in their work. So you should not be affected to any opinion of both sides. Next, we have forum for public criticism and problem solving. So in here, the media should offer several channels for public interaction. It can be letters, it can be emails, their phone numbers, or better if they have their website or Facebook page. Since in here on Facebook page, it is where the citizens interact to the news that they are doing or to the news that they are delivering. Next is accountability. And here in accountability, it is important that the media should monitor people who exercise power. Not only governments, but also people who are in public and private sectors. It is the responsibility of the media to reveal what is going on to specific politician. They should reveal what is going on to that specific person, to that specific issue. By holding the powerful to account, the media can inform the community thinking. Next is proportional and relevant news. So citizens need a timely and relevant information because they need it for timely knowledge so that they know what's going on and they know what are the trends. Lastly, we have the balancing privacy and the right to know. Right to know is the right of every Filipino citizen to access official records, documents, and papers pertains to official acts. For example, the statement, assets, liabilities, and net worth, we need to know those things. And for the right to privacy, the journalists should be mindful of using or providing the information of a specific person such as the telephone number, phone number, or email address. It is important for them to get a consent first before showing it to the public. So that's it for our lesson for today, and I hope that you guys have learned something for today's lesson.